Also, there was a breaking news: a Jewish activist advocating for the Global Sumud Flotilla, also denouncing the ongoing genocide in Gaza, was violently assaulted and detained as well by Berlin police during an ongoing demonstration. Also, there are demonstrations in Milan that have been taken to the streets. The people have been taken to the streets in Milan in solidarity with the Global Sumud Flotilla. The entire world has its eyes upon the Global Sumud Flotilla. The people are taken to the streets worldwide. We can see in Turkey, we saw as well in Milan, and also in Berlin, Germany. The people is uniting with a very strong message as well. Palestine nor the Global Sumud Flotilla are alone, and for as long as the people and the world has its eyes upon the Global Sumud Flotilla, there is nothing that can now that they can do, the Israeli Zionist forces can do, to divert or to try to generate a narrative that undermines the real purpose of the Global Sumud Flotilla, which is to carry a message that has been supported by the entire international community, which is to bring a message of hope. Let's recall that the first Barcelona and Genoa carried a total of more than 200 activists during August as well. Although there is a significant difference in the size of the ships, some can only carry 6 or 7 people, while others are crewed by 25 members. All the ships are made up of teams with similar organizational characteristics. Each one has a captain, a mission coordinator, and also a notable personality who is internationally or at least nationally recognized in their country of origin. All vessels have communication teams with at least one journalist or communicator, and also several activists. In the first days of sailing, the fleet faced several technical problems. For example, a heavy storm disabled the communications equipment on several boats, and on some of them, the smaller ones, other equipment such as engines and pumps to remove water failed, so the crew was forced to bail in manually and return to port. A spokesperson for the fleet, Hannah Smith, explained to the press, "It has been a very tough night. We have been through a huge storm, and some of our smaller boats have had to return to port." She indicated that despite the difficulties, everyone was safe and in good spirits. She also emphasized that this is a civilian mission, so we had to buy and equip these boats ourselves in just 2 months, and these things happen when civilians have to do what governments should be doing. She added that governments could, if they wanted to, provide larger and safer ships to transport all the humanitarian aid that is available. The fleet also has 2 independent and specialized vessels that accompany the mission. One of these is the life support, a rescue ship belonging to the humanitarian organization Emergency, which is equipped with all the logistics, with all professional equipment necessary for rescue operations on the high seas. The other is the Shahideen, a ship carrying a team of lawyers responsible for observing and also documenting compliance with international law, maritime law, and the human rights of the flotilla members, and to provide them with legal support in the event of any violation. As of September 22nd, the following 60 participating vessels, including some stragglers that had been registered, 50 of them were sailing and visible on the flotilla tracker. And a very last-minute information that comes from a report from the Global Sumud Flotilla: Israel has stamped on a vessel, one of the vessels of the Global Sumud Flotilla, and that was intentionally an attack that was intentionally made against one of the vessels that form this Global Sumud Flotilla.